Hi, Stefan. It's great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So I've been asking everyone about their Christmas traditions and how they celebrate Christmas, and you've got this interesting mix of cultures going on. So how do you celebrate Christmas?
Well, my family, we have a bit of a unique situation with our family. My father comes from Slovakia, and my mother's family has been here in Canada since the 1840s. They came from Ireland. And we don't really ascribe to one side or the other. There are no real deep ethnic traditions that we stick to. However, we do sort of have a unique family tradition that's stuck through and through throughout the years. And we usually start on Christmas Eve by heading to Sunnybrook Hospital, pretty well the whole extended family. My grandmother used to be the choir director of Blessed Sacrament Parish in Toronto, and Blessed Sacrament Parish services the hospital. So the choir, even though disbanded 20, 30 years ago now, still manages to get together and is supplemented by extended members of the family. And they go and they sing the Christmas Eve Mass for the veterans in the veteran wing of Sunnybrook. So we do that. That's kind of how, we start by bringing everyone together that way. And from there, we head back to one of my relatives' place who all live in the area. It used to be my grandparents' place. You'd have every branch coming in. We'd have a nice big evening. They're no longer with us, but we still gather together. And, we have the evening, food, drink, gifts, Then after that, everyone usually goes home, but this is when my Slovak side kicks in. At this point, we then journey out to Mississauga to the Slovak parish, where we do carols at 11, Mass at 12, and then back home, and in true Slovak tradition, back in the car at 9 a.m., carols at 10, Christmas Day Mass at 11, then we join up with my mom's side of the family for Christmas dinner, a good old turkey dinner.
Wow. Are there any things or foods that kind of speak of Christmas to you?
To me, nothing like a good turkey dinner. That I would say really defines Christmas Day for me. Just the nature of our schedule. We never really got into a lot of the traditions that I guess, let's say, that my dad's side may have celebrated back home, whether it's through eating foods called like oplatki, which are like large wafers, or fish on Christmas Eve. Those are just traditions we never got into the habit of doing, but I know many friends who do, many relatives back home who still do, obviously. I mean, that's very, very important to all of them.
That's great. And so what are you going to do this year to help you prepare for this Christmas? So it can get really hectic as we lead up to Christmas. So how do you stay tuned in?
What I do, I try not to get myself caught up in any of the nonsense, the shopping. I just don't believe in it personally. I think there are much more important things that time of year to be worried about in terms of focusing on what exactly Christmas is, where we should keep our focus both, spiritually. For me, if there is going to be any of that nonsense, it's going to last about an hour, in a shopping mall, and that's it. But other than that, I spend time with family, try and, keep up with a little bit of, quiet time for myself just to prepare for the big day, and from there just enjoy.
Yeah, I think that's a really important reminder, that quiet time for yourself to really focus on what's important, to limit the time in the malls, and that I think at the end of the day it's all about the people you are with on that day who shape that day and make it what it is. So thank you so much for giving us this picture of like a truly Torontonian Christmas.
You're very welcome.
And Merry Christmas to you and your family.
To you too.